What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. This is your Takeover Tuesday edition. Man. Let's get to it. Adam Silver. People think that, I said it before and I say it again, people thought that Adam Silver was going to come in there and fire Kathy Engelberg. No, he ain't about to do it. He realized what Kathy has done for business. Now, a lot of people say, hey, Kathy need to go. She ain't protecting the players. She ain't protecting her star player, which some of it is true. But when they thinking about business people think business. They don't think about personal feelings. They just don't. Even companies that you work for today, they don't think about your personal feelings. They only think about making more money. And any way they can make more money, yeah, they'll reward you, but not to what you asking for. So we already know the players union wants half. They want half. They want half of the league's revenue. That ain't feasible because you think about it. 42% goes to the NBA. 42, go to the owners. 16% goes to the investors. If they have to take some of that percentage back just to put in to give you, then guess what? They'll continue to lose out. They ain't about to do that. Those people is not about lose money or navigate their percentage just to give you more percentage. Now, the percentage went from 9 in the proposal to 12. Some say it was at the 21. They can't afford that because the league has not really generated the money that they need. That's why they're getting all of these media deals. That's why they're trying to add more teams. That's why they're trying to add more games to make it more exciting. But the players are continuing to be greedy, and they don't understand that. They want what they want, but the product has not been as good for years. It's just starting to look good. And even Caitlin Clark can't save the league. Everybody has to play their part. And when you got one person that's generating a lot of star power and everybody is not on the board, guess what's going to happen? People are going to get turned off because they don't want to watch certain players because certain players have bad attitudes, genders, and play dirty. So let's take a look what Adam Silver had to say on NBC News. NBC News about the revenue share.
Here, WNBA, as you know, they're calling for players in the WNBA are calling for more money. They 9%, I believe, accordingly. They get 9% of total revenue compared to roughly 50% of the revenue of NBA players. Should they be getting a larger share of the revenue in the WNBA?
Yes. I mean, I think.
Right there, Adam Silver stumbled. He stuttered. He's like, yes. And I think what it is, he's trying to me, I think he's trying to find a clear talking point to where is, yeah, they do, but no, they don't. And he don't want to get into all the logistics of it to explain why. Maybe not. So let's take a look back.
I think the share isn't the right way to look at it because there's so much more revenue in the NBA. I think you should look at it in absolute numbers.
Let's go back to that real quick.
Larger share of the revenue in the WNBA?
Yes. I mean, I think the share isn't the right way to look at it because there's so much more revenue in the NBA. I think you should look at it in absolute.
He said share is not the right way to look at it. There is a larger part of money being made in the WNBA. And if you continue to make that money grow more and more each year, then there's a possibility for you to increase the share. So to me, it doesn't look like they want to increase the share. They might want to increase it from 9 to 12. I think that's the farthest it's going to go. I don't think it's going to get up to about 19, 21. That's going to be a lot because these players has not put out great product. They haven't really did anything. They just want me, ask, fill my pockets.
Absolute numbers in terms of what they're making, and they are going to get a big increase in this cycle of collective bargaining, and they deserve it.
Your WNBA.
So he said that they deserve it, which is true. They deserve more money, which they should be grateful they're getting more money. You know what I'm saying? With the latest proposal came out, everything is increased because guess what? When you look at the last CBA deal, they didn't take care of the rookies. They don't want the rookies making more money. They want to make more money for themselves. But at the same time, everybody across the board has to make more money. The rookies got to be taken care of. You think rookies going to come in the league and just be making $78,000 a year? They need to make more. These rookies is having big followings coming. They got NIL deals. And this is what the players union probably thinking, said, well, look, they don't need no more money. They already coming in the league with these big old NIL deals. So we need to put more money for them. But at the same time, you got to think about it. Half of these players don't have the NIL deals. They're not having the big name. So they just third round, second round, third round. So they don't have deals like that. So they need to have a better increase in rookie salary for these rookies to be making more money. Thank God Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, they all came in the league with a great following and in the big NIL deals already. They've lined up in college that followed them in the WNBA, because guess what? If they didn't even have that, they wouldn't even be making no money, nothing at all. All they off the court appearances and everything that they do, commercials, all of this stuff, they had to make that. But see, these players are so selfish, they don't understand that they want to, it's like they're trying to bankrupt the league and trying to get the league to play them more money. Everything takes time. Business is a whole different aspect when you're trying to garner money. It don't matter how much money. Now, some business companies are selfish. And granted, they are selfish. But like I said before, if you thought Adam Silver was going to come in here and try to get rid of Kathy Engelberg, that's not going to happen. I keep trying to tell y'all. Now, the players could sit there and be stubborn with this, and they get extensions done and try to get it done by January. But I think all in all, Adam Silver saying, look, you can either take it or leave it. You can either take the deal that we bring it to you, or you can leave it. Because I said this before and I said it again. Don't be surprised that they have a contingency plan where some of these players sit out and they bring in substitute players to keep the league running. And if they do that and the league goes on in 2026 and it becomes another success, these players are going to be looking crazy. And they ain't going to have no choice but to say, you know what, hey, let's go ahead and take the deal. Adam Silver ain't going to be budged. That's Kathy Engelberg's boss. So guess what? Now, with that being said, the WNBA unions came back firing. Came back firing at him right here. The WNBA said, oh, don't want to share at Adam Silver, and they talk about the revenue share. Now, this is my thing. It shouldn't really matter if he wants to share or not. Y'all not gonna get half of what the NBA has been around for 100 years. Y'all only been around for what, 30-something years, 28 to 30 years. Y'all haven't even generated that kind of revenue. It probably would take you 50 years to actually make that kind of money. The NBA has been growing force year in and year out. This is why Adam Silver came out and talked about last week about, hey, let's try to get the WNBA in a place to stop playing international basketball, having teams go over there play internationally in the regular season to generate more dollars, you know what I'm saying, for the league, for people to get more eyes on the league. And these players don't understand that. The more you put yourself out there, the more you play in front of the national audience and people start to like you, not dislike you, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be able to get more money in the league, and the league will be able to grow and continue to grow and prosper. But he understands how to get the money and get the viewership, but at the same time, now what he does with Kathy Engelberg, that's a whole different story. Like I said, he likes her business acumen. Now, that $75 million loan she has gotten is kind of pissing some of the owners off. And she got some owners on her side, and she got some owners and executives not on her side. So, and then some owners already came out talking about they didn't like how fee rolled. So it's a stalemate in between. But I do believe the 2026 season is going to take place. And if it doesn't take place, guess what? You'll see some replacement players in the league. For real, you'll see it. And I guarantee you, you might see more eyes on the league if certain players might not, if they do sit out. So that's just my opinion of it. It's one of those things. Somebody said, "Oh, if this is real." They say they want the NBA dollars. They're never going to get the NBA dollars. You're never going to get. Now, this came up before. It said we stand with the players, the USL players or something, whatever that is. Then they came out. This came up. I think this was back in a year ago. Said that the USL players at the WNBACBA opt out, told them to opt out of their agreement on October 21st, 2024. A year later, and the fight continues. Pay them a equitable share of the revenue they generate, mandate the professional working conditions they deserve, get out of the way of the future WNBA. Just like the USL players are fighting for fair pay, resources, and respect across the league, it's about creating a standard and value for every athlete. Different sports, same mission. Now, I don't know what's going on with them, but this is what I look at it like this. If you really think that you're about to get 50% of a share, you're totally wrong. You're totally wrong. Adam Silver ain't about to be budging like that. And then guess what? Like I said, we'll see who's the winner at the end of the light of the tunnel. It's just going to be one of those things that you're going to have to really focus on and understand, because Adam Silver looks like he's going to say, he's saying right now, he looks like he say, y'all going to get a big increase in pay, but revenue share, y'all, that ain't about to happen. You can either take it or leave it, or guess what? We moving on without you. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Boy, the union is hot at Adam Silver, but guess what? He don't look like he fazed about it. So hey, so it's kind of like now he's taking the heat for Kathy Ingeberg. He kind of like absorbing her blows. Like, hey, you done been in the fire long enough. Let me take this one for the team. So that's what it seems like. Like, comment, subscribe. Until the next time, Live Wire Sports Media. It's The Wire. It's your Takeover Tuesday edition.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire. It's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it. So official, like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying.